It's your boy Spankdog, aka Puffinstein, at YouTube. Comment, share, subscribe. You already know. BC Spankdog at Instagram. Robert Lopez at Facebook. Let's get into it. Much love to everybody out there. Hope everybody's doing good right now. And we're about to get into some politics. All right. So it escaped me because I was going to do two videos. So it's definitely about Trump, but I'm trying to get the exact, like I said, there's two videos that I'm going to show, but I'm only doing one for this segment. Oh, it's the Bill Burr one. So Bill Burr is the man. When you hear about somebody, right, and they start to become famous. All right, so anyway, when a person starts to become famous, you see him here and there. Now, if you gravitate to that person, you're gonna know him well. But if you don't gravitate to the person, slowly you're gonna learn who they are. Now, for some reason, people can be that great at what they do. They can be just that good a person, that charming, that smart. Most of all, a good heart. But it escapes. First of all, you don't know these people. Not to be like that, but everybody was saying how great Ellen DeGeneres was. And now a lot of people are coming out and saying she's not as great as people said she was. I don't know her. And I'm not really a judgmental person. I try not to be. But if people are coming out like that and saying the atmosphere changed once the camera stopped rolling, there's something to that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say that she's a horrible person, but you never know. I don't know her like that. Let me tell you something. The only thing that we have to go off of is what we see in front of the camera. So if you don't want us to base our opinions off of you from what you present to us in front of the camera, then don't go on the camera, because that's what's going to happen. So to make a long story short, I found these people. There's this group of people. I'm really a person who likes to, I can't stand violence. As violent as I could be, I can't stand violence. And it hurts me to see that there's places where people are it's just messed up. But I gravitate to people when I see that they're good people. They want to help the world. They want to change the world. They want to feed people who are poverty stricken. They want to shelter people who are homeless, etc. So Chappelle has grown on me over the years, right? So it's happening again, right? There's a guy named Bill Burr. I'm sure you've all heard of him. A lot of you have heard of him. Probably every single person that's going to see this heard of him. He's super famous right now. And I knew who he was. I think him and Chappelle are friends, actually. But recently, they asked him about what Elon Musk did regarding him. Because Elon Musk caught feelings about Bill Burr speaking on him. And Elon Musk banned his Twitter account. But you know Bill wild. And he don't give a shit if you ban his Twitter account. You know what I'm saying? So he's somebody that needs Twitter, that's making money off of Twitter. You know, that getting monetized is gonna hurt him. You know what I mean? So he bans him because he can't take what he says. So I'm gonna, I had to line up the story for you, because I'm gonna let my man Makla take over from here. This you guys know already by now if you watch my channel. This man right here, Bill Burr, he has shown improved. I'm gonna play the video.
See, that idiot Elon Musk.
He is a great man for saying what he says in a time like we're in, and you got people like Trump and Elon Musk. They're not making America great again. They're making America shitty.
That idiot Elon Musk. That guy, he's going to, who evidently a Nazi. I just refuse to believe it was an accidental 2-time Sieg Heil.
Pay attention, because this is the energy that we need. I've been covering Bill Burr's beef with Elon Musk over the past month, and something that I love is that Bill Burr is not afraid to take it up a notch. He is not afraid to go for the jugular when it comes to Elon Musk at a time when other people seem to be biting their tongue. So I want to break down some developments within this story because Elon Musk is mad. Elon Musk is a whiner who tried to shadow ban Bill Burr, and Burr's response was to double down, was to continue going after Elon Musk. And despite Bill Burr being just a comedian, I really do think there is an effective political strategy hidden somewhere in there. Because listen, I'm not someone who would ever advocate for bullying in any forum, but when Bill Burr says that Elon Musk is a, quote, idiot, who is, quote, evidently a Nazi with dyed hair and a laminated face, that's a type of bullying I can get behind, because you're simply taking the richest man in the world down a peg. You're punching upwards, and everyone should be okay with punching upwards unless you are Elon Musk himself or one of the MAGA sycophants that just can't stand to see Elon Musk get offended in any way. And trust me, the MAGA sycophants are angry. People like Ben Shapiro had a lot to say about Bill Burr, and this is coming from the party that says comedy is dead. You can't even make jokes anymore because snowflakes are so sensitive, yet right when you make a joke at Elon Musk's expense, these snowflakes come out of the woodwork and begin to defend him relentlessly. So let's break down how we got here, and let's break down Bill Burr's strategy, I guess, but not really. He's just a comedian who is ranting about Elon Musk. It started a few weeks back when Bill Burr said that billionaires should be put down like a dog. His entire point was that people like Elon Musk are living in excess.
Guys, how long have I been saying this for? Please acknowledge it. Like I'm saying, like other people have said it for decades. For there's a man 500 years ago that said we should be equal and fair to each other. But guys, you know, you watch all these people that are fake. Then when they let you, like, oh God, I can't believe I liked him, and he's such a slime ball on the low. It wasn't really on the low. Real integrity. Y'all guys are over here subscribing to bozos, and guys, Makla has a lot of subscribers, you know, because that means that out there have sense. Because I'm not a clout chaser.
What's up with inequality? Then after that, Bill Burr said that Elon Musk began to silence him on Twitter, and that's when the real beef begins. I'm going to play this clip from mid-February, and then I'm going to play a clip that happened just this week on March 11th. Let's start off with this clip right here.
Funny, I made fun of the fucking Twitter guy for fucking Sieg Heiling not once but twice, and I never look at my emails. I was scrolling through my emails, and it said my Twitter had been flagged for I don't even tweet anymore. They've been flagged for it. What a fucking baby. Just like Hitler. A fucking baby. Because that's another thing. All of these people that are into fucking Hitler, you know what I mean? And like, look at this guy like he was some sort of fucking hero. The guy's one of the fucking cowards ever. All pain and all the suffering that guy's caused, and the war crimes the Allies had to commit, firebombing fucking cities to get that motherfucker. When it came time, him to pay the price for all the suffering he caused millions and millions and millions of people. Did he face the music? No.
Nope.
He gave himself a nice, quick, painless fucking death. That's your fucking hero? A fucking coward is what he was. He should have faced the fucking music, and he didn't. This is the world we live in, where you got to remind people that guy was a bad guy that destroyed millions of people's lives, families, and his own country. His own countrymen paid the price for what he did. That guy went straight to hell. It's like, what does God say about that? He made that guy. I just don't understand that. Like how he gets absolved of that. God created everything, yes, including Adolf Hitler.
I can't believe we're at the point where
that many sentences in a row of just pure truth. Like that almost brought it to my eye. And it looked like Makla was like, wow. And he's seen it already. And I've seen it already. And I'm still like, yo, you'll be known forever. I know he doesn't want it, let's say. But it don't matter if you want to. It's too late now. Once you utter certain words, and people know they're heartfelt, and you say stuff like he said about Hitler and the pain he caused, how he unalived himself, and people consider that the coward's way out. Burr, who is a white man, people see that it's not only minorities that are fighting the fight, you know, and there's folks and they're tough, they're nails, you know what I'm saying? And people, and they understand to see everybody around you not have two nickels to rub together, but some other guys complaining $15 billion. Big shout out to Jeff Bezos' wife for giving away $20 billion. Jeff Bezos' wife that gave away the $20 billion to the charities over 4 years. That's amazing. Big shout out to Jeff Bezos' ex-wife for divorcing him and taking his money and then taking half of it and giving it away to charity to people who need it. Big shout out to you, Mackenzie. You're the best. Yo, God bless you, Burr. You know, there's nothing you can do. You can't rewind those words that were that powerful. You know, that was epic what you said. And listen, it's crazy what they both say. The time we live in, where you have to remind a guy like Hitler was a bad guy. And now Makler comes on, he's like, he says something to the same effect as Bill Burr, like when Bill Burr said it, we got to remind people. Yeah, do I got to remind you guys to look out for the poor? Like, not saying remind you guys, not speaking to everybody. If you don't believe me when I say it, because they don't trust me because I'm not as famous as them. But listen, man, we got to look out for each other. I don't care about fame for myself. I'm good. Trust me, I'm happy. My son makes me happy. My wife makes me happy. Thank God I have enough money to take care of my rent and my food and the things that we need. And I'm happy. I'm happy I woke up today. And when I wake up tomorrow, I'll thank God.
Upwards. And everyone should be with punching upwards unless you are Elon Musk.
God created everything, yes, including Adolf Hitler.
I can't believe we're at the point where I have to praise Bill Burr for simply saying that Hitler was a bad person. But for real, if we just take a step back, the strategy that Bill Burr takes, I think, is extremely effective. He speaks like somebody at a sports bar who's 3 beers in and who's watching their favorite team, and you're down a few points and you're just pissed off at the world. He's very relatable in that sense. He will talk about Elon Musk how my grandpa talks about Elon Musk. He's like, oh, this fucking idiot. I fucking hate this guy. I mean, I love it. I think the macho cussing is a very, very necessary style of political communication. Time when the Democratic Party kind of lacks a punch in our... After Bill Burr said about a month ago that billionaires should be put down like dogs, Elon Musk apparently on Twitter began to mute his Twitter account. So that prompted the rant that we just listened to about Hitler being a coward, just like Elon Musk. And I'm going to play his new rant in just 1 second. But after this one happened, people like Ben Shapiro then said Bill Burr is, quote, going woke. And keep in mind, that was just a rant against Hitler.
Nobody asked you, first of all, whoever that was responding, whoever Ben Shapiro is. What are you uptight about? Why does that bother you?
What do you mean he's going woke? Because he says that Hitler is a coward, just like Elon Musk. And then Burr responds, all he knew is if he put woke on what I said, he would make more money. I don't know who he is, but that guy is a jerk off. And then more people on Twitter said, if you're wondering why Bill Burr is lashing out with the old stale Democratic ad hominems, this is his woke to please. You'd be angry as hell too. First of all, his wife seems like a sweetheart from every video I've seen, but also woke wife. What does woke wife mean? That's just racism. If you're going to be racist, just be racist. Don't say woke wife. So just obviously Trump supporters are a little bit hurt in their ego. And it's because Bill Burr came.
Well, so when he says woke wife, he means black wife. Wow.
Back with some fire the other day and said this week.
That idiot Elon Musk.
Oh,
That guy, like, he's going to, like, who evidently is a Nazi. Like, I just refuse to believe that it was a 2-time Sieg Heil. And he does it at inauguration. This I hate liberals. It's like they have no teeth whatsoever. They just go, oh my God, can you believe I'm getting out of the country? I'm just like, you're going to leave the country because a guy dyed hair, a laminated face, who makes a bad car and has an obsolete social. You're going to leave this. Why doesn't he leave? Why do liberals just sit back and not? They have nothing.
what are you doing?
Where is their pushback? They're allegedly liberal. You see this guy do this thing. You know what the of this thing is. These neo-Nazis, not only are they stupid because they're neo-Nazis, even look Hitler did. And this idiot is trying to lead us down that road and then play it off and act like he didn't do what he just did. And you can get canceled as a comedian for doing a friggin' Caitlyn Jenner joke, but this ass can seek Heil and
Wow.
nothing. Where are all the liberals? Where are all of these white chicks at the award shows?
He's destroying it right now. Big facts.
They were speaking truth to power. Where are they? Why did they choose to go after comedians and not the Ku Klux Klan?
All right, Bill Burr is making a lot of really solid points in there. The one moment that I thought was powerful is when the interviewer says, "What are you doing about it?" And Bill Burr says, "This." But then he says, "It's not my job. I'm a stand-up comedian, but I'll still speak out." Is that Bill Burr, despite being a stand-up comedian who just does comedy, he's not really, his specialty is not politics or debate or anything like that. It's just comedy. He still is a stronger messenger than the vast majority of the Democratic Party. Basically everybody save maybe AOC or Bernie, maybe Senator Schatz. I mean, there's a few rising stars that we can point out, of course, but like 95% of the Democratic Party is out-messaged by Bill Burr because he's real. He keeps, and when he says, where are the liberals? Where are the liberals right now? He's talking about the Democratic politicians. Where are the Democratic politicians messaging? Because it seems like they're trying. I've talked to a lot, get them some clips. Part of my job over the past month or so has been to talk to politicians and to get them to go viral when they're talking about Elon Musk and these things. And it's been working. But Bill Burr's way of speaking about it is just so raw and so genuine. And then he makes a point at the end, which a lot of you guys will be annoyed at. But I actually thought it was a pretty solid point. He said, why have people on the left been going after comedians rather than going after Elon Musk? And just listen for 1 second, because a lot of people will say, hey, the left hasn't been going after comedians. And I largely agree. I don't think cancel culture exists like it does. I think it's a problem. I don't think it happens that much. But Bill Burr is speaking from personal experience. I've listened to his podcast. He said that in the past, in 2022, 2023, when he would make these edgy jokes, like the same jokes here, like, hey, billionaire scum, these people are scum. When he would make these jokes, people on the left would try to shut him down and say he's being too offensive, going too far. And a lot of people are
Now you regret it.
going to disagree. Feel free to unsubscribe. But I think sometimes the left can kind of shut down jokes or be too Puritan. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to make a slightly edgy joke and I see commenters like, Adam, you take that back, right? And it's like, hey, I'm a college student making a joke. I'm obviously very liberal. I'm allowed to make slightly edgy jokes.
Not only that, you're a grown man. You don't agree with what's being told to you. You don't gotta, those are haters saying stuff like that.
That's what Bill Burr is saying. Why are you focused on jokes when Elon Musk is the one out there ruining our country? There are all these white women at award shows because 4 years ago, these white women all did the pumped up BLM fist in the air, which is great. Continue doing that. But why are you so happy to do activism then, and you're not happy to do activism when Elon Musk is taking over our country? So the whole point is that people need to be messaging about this. People need to be relentless about this.
Yeah, you already know. You heard it all. Bill Burr, you can do nothing but say big shout out to Bill Burr. Bill Burr is the man. Give a big shout out to Bill Burr. It's your boy Spankdog. Peace and love.